Foremost and Scalpel, as we've seen so far, are quite impressive at file recovery and carving, but are limited to specific file types. For further extraction of data, we can use the bulk extractor here. So while Foremost and Scalpel can recover images, audio, video, and compressed files, Bulk Extractor extracts several additional types of information that can be very useful in investigation. Although the Bulk Extractor is quite capable of recovering and carving image, video, and document type files other than that can be carved and extracted by Bulk Extractor, for example, like credit card numbers, email addresses, URLs, online searches, website information, and social media profiles and information. For this example, we will work on another file here. I'm gonna put the download link in the description. Downloads digital corpora.org corpora scenarios 56 57 here, and as you can see we have several files to download here. So now I'm gonna use the Terry work USB, and as you can see this is 33 megabytes. Click on that, it will download automatically. It's 31.9 megabytes, and we will analyze this with the bulk extractor tool. So while it's installing, let's create a new here lecture 3, and we will work on lecture 3 folder. So I think it's downloaded. No, it's not yet. Here. Yeah, it's downloaded, and yeah, let's copy this and paste to lecture 3 folder here, and we will use this file and the bulk extractor tool here. So clear the console, and let's start bulk extractor by typing the bulk extractor. And as you can see, there's some commonly used parameters and options. The image file not provided, and that's why this bulk extracted help output is showed us. So there's a zap, and there you can read and like use one by one to test and improve your skills in bulk extractor tool here. So as with the Foremost and Scalpel, the syntax for using bulk extractor is quite simple and requires an output folder and the forensics image to be specified. So for this exercise, as I mentioned, we use the downloaded image, and saving the output file name is going to be auxiliary case number 003. And let's write our code and start our analysis. Bulk extractor out the here input file. The firstly, of course, we need to create a folder. Oops. Yeah. clear here, bulk extractor, O here. This is the output folder. Let's name the output auxiliary forensics 003, and the file here after one space here, the file without parameters like this, you just write your file name that you want to analysis. In this case, the file name is Terry Work USB 2009 1211.e01 and press enter. Okay, so once completed, bulk extractor indicates that all threads have finished and provides a summary of process and even some findings. So as in the previous year, the bulk extractor also displays the MD5 hash here. As you can see, there's a some actually pretty big output here. So, and it's actually shows that the total amount of megabytes processed, and even reports that three here it's going to be show us that 3 email address features have been found. So we can view the results in this folder here. Okay, lecture 3. As you can see, the folder is created. So let's take a deep look inside this folder here. So it's actually, let's use the command terminal to show clear ls cd auxiliary dot lsla. So there's some, actually you can see there's so many txt files. This is actual records, and some of them are just log files. So now here you can list the text files, and we have the WinP carpet here. I will explain what these are, and actually we have another zip here, zip folder, as you can see here, and others are the txt files that contains information about the analyzed image. So it should be noted that not all listed text files will contain data. Only the ones with the numbers larger than 0 and text file will actually only the fonts that larger than 0 will actually contains data. For example, in this case the EP does not contain any data. Also GP is fine, these are not, but as you can see there's a exif txt file. Let's look what is inside it, and as you can see here there is some information that you can use it, feature file name, and we also have, let's look what we have. We have domain, as the name suggests, it probably have the domains that entered, and yeah, the URLs and history, as you can see here. So we also have here find. Yeah, find folder is empty. Yeah, we have, let's find what we have report telephone. Yeah, let's look at telephone here. Telephone. Yeah, instead we can just use the cat. I just want a cat here. I just wanted to the ones who new to Linux, just so the files. And yeah, let's look at the ls here, and yeah, lsla. So let's look at the zip.txt here, cat zip.txt, and yeah, there's a quite information here. LSLA. Let's look at, yeah, Facebook, Instagram. We also have Instagram histogram. Yeah, and domains, as we enter this, these are the domains the analyzed device is entered, and the history, like kind of history, yeah, report and so on. You can just dig these files and find more useful information about it. So in this lecture, we learned about the file recovery, and actually in the previous lectures, we also learned about file recovery and data extraction using popular open source tools in Kali Linux. So we first performed file carving using the very impressive formulas, which searched an entire image for supported file types within the files headers and footers. So we then did some using recovery GPG and a newer scalpel, but had to make a slight modification by selecting the file type we finished to carve. So both foremost and scalpel presented us with an audit.txt file summarizing the carve list and its details. So along with the subfolders containing the actual evidence. So Bulk Extractor is a wonderful tool that carves data and also finds useful information such as email addresses, visited URLs, Facebook URLs, credit card numbers, and a variety of other information. Bulk extractor is great for investigators and requiring file recovery and carving. So together with either foremost or scalper or even both. So now that we have covered file carving and recovery, let's move on to something more analytical. So in next lectures, we will take a look at exploring random access memory and paging file as a part of memory forensics using the very powerful tool volatility. So see you there.